I hope you're doing fantastic. We've got a lot to cover in this, a lot of good stuff. We've got universal basic income. We've got money you can get in a lot of cities. We're going to cover it. And so we've got stimulus and unemployment here, or paid to be unemployed. U.S. tornadoes push insurers in 2021. The bill is over now. Your guess, $105 billion. That's a lot of money. It's also a lot of jobs for people to go out there and be able to rebuild all that stuff on a positive note. I mean, hey, don't kill the messenger. Also, climate change is impacting, and it's growing as far as a problem. Kamala Harris urges Democrats not to give up on the Build Back Better despite lack of support from Joe Manchin. Looks like it is back being pushed. And remember, right behind this is the stimulus bill for everybody. So there's the child tax credit in this bill, but we've got in the second bill more goodies. And of course, as we know, things are out about the new virus and what's going to happen. I think that's why they're putting out all these test kits to see exactly how many people really have it. If you think about it, we're given all these test kits. If they have an accurate number to gauge how bad this really is, then they can address it with stimulus or whatever support you may need. So it's important that we probably get tested and report. Kellogg's strike will end after workers agree to a new contract, so things will be changing there. Also, there are more universal basic income programs on their way. We talked about it one in the last video that is going out $250 every 2 weeks. We got more because people asked you asked in the comments, well, what other ones are there? We've got some more. With new cities announcing plans to introduce pilot programs to people who need it the most. These pilot programs basically test the waters to see if UBI, Universal Basic Income, what Andrew Yang ran on for presidency, but he lost. Find out how one city is giving away $500 a month for a year to 100 families, how another city just approved a $500 per month program, and how one state is giving $850 a month to certain groups of people. So you might want to think about these different programs. I mean, you never know, these test programs, because of how many jobs are going to be disrupted with automation and computers and autonomous driving. UBI is probably not going to go away anytime soon. Tequila Tuesday, here is your stimulus, unemployment, jobs, financial daily news update for Tuesday, December 21st, 2021. Market is up. It's closing, actually, and looking good for today. Didn't look good yesterday. My goal in these videos is to give you the best information to access government and private money for yourself, your loved ones, and, of course, your business, which is why down below we have 12 different programs for your business, loans up to $5 million. They're loans. 75 different banking partners to give you the best rates possible. So make sure you check that out. That's in the link. Also, my real estate program, $99 for a $10,000 course. I spent $45 million making mistakes, paying the price so you don't have to. For $99, I download all that into 36 videos, a resource list. If you do anything in real estate, you want this. One little video for 3 minutes or 5 minutes could save you thousands of dollars, and it's only 99 bucks, and hopefully you enjoy it. People getting certified with their master's certificates as well on those programs. So we just did another 3 people. This channel is dedicated to personal finance, real estate, stock market, crypto, credit, and other investments to generate income and save you money. Also, you get $2,000. Somebody's going to get $2,000. All you got to do to participate in that is subscribe. It's completely free. Like the video. It helps out so much. I got to tell you, it makes such a big difference. Share this video with your friends and family. But remember to throw a comment in the comment section, because there we're going to pick somebody when we hit 200,000, and we're going to send out $2,000 to a lucky comment from a lucky person that subscribes. So please do that. Also, thanks to my patrons who support the channel for as little as $3. You guys rock. Appreciate you. But first, $500 will be going to 110 families in Tacoma over the next 12 months. This program starts tomorrow. Yes, so if you're in Tacoma, tomorrow this program starts. Donna Paneto, president of the CEO of United Way of Peace County, said, quote, "Our hope is that enough data is collected that'll inform those policies at the state and federal level that will impact people that are below the poverty line, end quote. UBI researchers, these are people that are checking this out, watching it, seeing if this works to some degree, because we got to find out. It's an economic test, right? In the past, these type of programs ain't work, but everything is new. Everything is crazy right now, right? Well, they'll be taking a look at how families see how they spend this money, what they do with it, how they use it, and the impact on their life. Does it help? Does it lift them? Does it crush them? Does it take their motivation away? What's it do? The program will helpfully demonstrate how impactful guaranteed income can be to families who need extra help and provide lawmakers, people who make the decisions, policy, and have to give them some idea of the context of what happens. The program focuses on families who fit the ALICE standard, which are households that technically are below, right at that, or a little bit above, technically above the poverty line, but still don't have enough to support themselves. Abigail Lawson, who I usually destroy names on this channel. That's what I do. I destroy them. Who serves as the director of Tacoma's Growing Residents of Tacoma. GRIT, yes, GRIT is the name of the program. And they're giving the money with no restrictions or how it's spent on important points, which is pretty good considering how unemployment's asking so many people for their money back right now. If there's any discrepancy in anything, or they just don't know if it's right, they say, give us our money back. Because it illustrates how effective guaranteed income will be if it addresses these people's needs and if it has a positive impact. We'll see what happens. Tacoma Mayor Victoria Woodard said that about $100,000 would cover administration costs for this program. So administrators will get a job and get paid to check out this program. The rest comes from Woodard's connection to the national organization, along with fundraisers from local businesses and community organizations that support this program and would like to know how it works out. So how much of this would actually go back to the economy and help the community as a whole? Well, we'll find out. According to Pierce County Council member Ryan Mello, it helps all the economic security. It helps all of it. Folks spent most of their dollars every month. They lived month to month. That money gets recycled back into the community, the local community, and those local small businesses and the services. It is so much cheaper and more humane to keep someone out of the homeless and help someone come out of homeless once they've fallen into it. When you think about it, that funding actually goes to businesses. Those businesses that provide services are able to hire people. Those people can then come off of whatever assistance they need. So it's interesting. We need a lot more upward mobility in our country. That's why I'm such a big advocate of the SBA, the 7A program, and the 504, which is why I package those for people. I believe in upward mobility. I think everyone should have the opportunity to make a fantastic living, and that can start with good lending practices. It's kind of continues, though, the stimulus and potentially lead to a permanent stimulus solution for many people. Meanwhile, the city of Rochester is also adopting UBI pilot program. One of the proposals by former Mayor Lovely Warren, we have a Lovely here in town that I know personally, just before leaving office. The pilot program will go on for 2 years and would give 175 families at the below the poverty line money, about $500 per month. Then another set, 175 families would be given $500 a month. So there's quite 2 sets of people that'll be getting it. The program offers, which just was approved by Rochester City Council today, folks. This just red hot today, Rochester City. We like to bring it to you hot. You're right off the grill. Yeah, makes me hungry thinking about that. This would cost $2.2 million and be funded by the stimulus money from the American Rescue Plan. Remember, folks, $350 billion all over the country. States have money. Make sure you call them. Tell them, hey, what's up? What you doing for us? Dr. Service Archie is co-chair and repartitions the universal basic income community. Said, quote, I had many members of the community emailing and calling saying, we need help now. We need these resources now, end quote. See, maybe they watched one of my videos and said, look, call people. If you don't ask, you can't receive, right? Closed mouth doesn't get fed, something like that. At any rate, the community has been looking at different areas to historical disadvantages to help them decide families that would be part of this guaranteed basic program. Archie went on to say, quote, we are looking at all the full spectrum and need so that communities that are hit by some of the ordinances, the racial covenances, the redlining strategies that are in place, and what are specific zip codes that are most determinantly impacted, end quote. So that's the question. Who needs it the most? So again, UBI is just being tested out. It's being tested in these areas they believe need it the most. And if all goes well, it means UBI for all, maybe. I'm curious, what do you guys think about UBI? Do you think we should have some support so people don't end up homeless in our country? Or, no, everybody's got to fend for themselves. Love to know your thoughts. Finally, a new guaranteed income program in Georgia will provide more than 600 black women across the state that would be $850 per month for at least 2 years. The program, called In Her Hands, will distribute out a total funds of $13 million. The Georgia Resilience and Opportunity Fund, GROW Fund, said it will initially target 200 women in Atlanta, Old Fourth Ward neighborhood, where City Council Representatives Amar Farkahai, man, did I mess that name up, has been working on establishing a pilot basic income program in that community. I'm so sorry for messing up your name and your names on Twitter, both Faraki, it's F-A-R-O-K-H. How do you say that? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. And the GROW Fund, highlighting how Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a native of the Old Fort Ward, didn't know that, had advocated for UBI. For Hockey, confident that the program put together will resident, I can't believe I keep messing up his name, input in mind. So they're going to listen to you folks. We'll transform many lives. The hope is to test the waters a bit for the UBI program. Faraki said, quote, we'll look at the mental health of the outcome, and I'm sorry, I don't want him to change his name. It's so unique, right? Like, I'm sure he has his original Instagram and his original Twitter. So he's looking at the mental health outcomes and employment and career choices, among others, end quote. That's fantastic. I think his last name is going to give me brain damage. But the program's executive director, Hope Walsek, that Her Hands, which is the program name's initiative, will offer economic stability for those who are involved, quote, but will generate much needed learning on policies to advance the economy of shared prosperity, end quote, which, boy, I guess Elon Musk is sharing his prosperity, $11 billion this tax year. The income will come in a month, this money, quote, to individuals and families to invest in what they need, from providing basic needs to keeping a roof over their heads, to pay for medical care, to invest in their families and their futures, and maintain agency over their lives while doing so, end quote. An agency, fancy word for do whatever you want. They really are testing this program, not saying this dollar has to go to bread. No, it's up to you to make that decision. They're going to see if they trust them. There is no application process for this program. If you're selected, you will find out. You will be found. They will come to you, and they will give you money, and you'll go, what? No. Yep, but this program funds, the program appears to come from a mixed private donors and sponsors, as well as local federal funds. So a little bit of everybody. Given directly is still accepting contributions, and at the end, all the way to the end of the last week, this is Give Directly. That's the program. It shows nearly $10 million had been raised, $10 million bucks, folks, from people who care, people like you and me and others that want to keep people off the streets. That's enough for 429 families, with another 221 still in need of full funds. So if you can contribute, feel free to do so. If not, it's totally understandable. Totally get it. In any case, it's great to see people who are struggling get something they need to finally get the aid that could help them. Remember, these programs are going all over the place. There could be a UBI for all if they work out. Love to know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I hope you're doing fantastic. We've got a lot to cover in this, a lot of good stuff. We've got universal basic income. We've got money you can get in a lot of cities. We're going to cover it. And so we've got stimulus and unemployment here, or paid to be unemployed. U.S. tornadoes push insurers in 2021. The bill is over now. Your guess, $105 billion. That's a lot of money. It's also a lot of jobs for people to go out there and be able to rebuild all that stuff on a positive note. I mean, hey, don't kill the messenger. Also, climate change is impacting, and it's growing as far as a problem. Kamala Harris urges Democrats not to give up on the Build Back Better despite lack of support from Joe Manchin. Looks like it is back, being pushed. And remember, right behind this is a stimulus bill for everybody. So there's the child tax credit in this bill, but we've got in the second bill more goodies. And of course, as we know,